Hi class, let's practice factoring a trinomial that doesn't have a 1 as its leading coefficient. To start out, let's think about the method that Dr. Chittister taught us. The leading term is an 8, so let's multiply the whole thing by 8. So we'll have 8 times 8x squared plus 34 times 8x plus 21 times 8. Remember that we can write 8 times 8 as 8 squared, and we've got x squared, so our first term could be written as 8x squared. In our middle term, let's leave the 34 and the 8 alone, so we'll have 34 times 8x. And then we can go ahead and multiply 21 times 8, which is equal to 168. Now is when we need to do our substitution. So in this problem, we will make n equal to 8x. By rewriting the trinomial in terms of n now, we will have n squared plus 34n plus 168. To continue, now we can factor this trinomial like we do other trinomials with the leading coefficient of 1. We'll break it into two groupings of something times something. And in this case, we need the numbers to multiply to 168 and add to 34. So in our first group, we'll have n plus 6 in this case, and in our second group we'll have n plus 28. If you want to verify that, go ahead and see if 28 plus 6 adds to 34, and check and see if it multiplies to 168. Now we can go ahead and substitute back in our 8x for our n's. So in the first part, we'll have 8x plus 6, and in the second part, we'll have 8x plus 28. In our first grouping, notice that of 8x plus 6, we can pull out a common factor of 2. So on the inside, we'll be left with 4x plus 3. In our second grouping of 8x plus 28, we have a common factor of 4. So we can write that as 2x left plus 7. Now is the part where, since we multiplied everything times 8 in the beginning, we need to divide by 8. And luckily, since we did this correctly, we can cancel 4 times 2 is 8, which takes away the 8 in the denominator. That means our final answer of our problem in factored form is 4x plus 3 times 2x plus 7.